Yeah.
Hey now, it's Randall, the Digital Landlord. Thank you so much for watching this free training video. If you don't already know about me or the business I'm in, it is Rank and Rent Lead Generation. Check out the blog. It is digitallandlordlifestyle.com. Today's free training video, I'm going to show you how to find lead buyers for your websites. If you're going to be building websites, ranking them, and calls are going to start coming in, you're going to need to forward those over to lead buyers. And this is how you do it. Now, I'm going to go over a really quick rundown of this business model so you understand what exactly I'm talking about here, because this is probably going to be very new to a lot of you out there. But lead generation is basically just building out websites by selecting a city across the US, picking a niche, and then building out that asset. Now, if you're going to be choosing a city, the best city is going to be one where the volume is actually there. You don't want too much population, but you also don't want it to be bare and out in the middle of nowhere. So you want to stick somewhere between 75,000 to as much as 500,000. And then you're going to pick a niche like, say, plumbing, maybe an electrician, maybe a concrete contractor, what have you. And you're going to start doing some keyword research. You're going to start to see with that city plus the niche about how much traffic can potentially come to that website. You're then going to turn around and start developing that website, right? You're going to get to work and you're going to start applying some SEO techniques, like maybe you're matching your H1 tag to your title tag and you're picking the perfect keywords for the website and the meta tags, and you're, having links being pointed to the website. So Google really understands, well, what is this website about? Then you launch the website and hopefully it ranks well. After that, you're going to go ahead and start talking to lead buyers, right? And you may even get some customers at this point. How do you find lead buyers? Well, that's exactly what we're talking about here. The first way I've been finding lead buyers for my websites is I've just been going to some of my competitors. Now, these are big companies at this time of making this video, companies like Home Advisor or Porch or Thumbtack. And I'm just going there and I'm putting in the information, like let's say I was looking for window tint. So I would type in window tinting and it would correct my spelling. And then I would just search it and it would find some potential lead buyers. You can do that for any one of these sites and then just cold call those lead buyers. Another way is to go to directory sites like yellowpages.com and do the same technique. Place in window tint, you'll get some results. Another way is simply to go to Google and type in that information. So let's go ahead and go to google.com and we would type in window tinting Mesa AZ, and we would go ahead and start cold calling the folks in the map, and obviously the top results here on the first page. So there is an easier way. Once you're done with the directories and the free searches and all that, you could actually use a paid service like this one here. It's called D7 Lead Finder. You just enter in the same information. And the reason this is a little bit more uniform and probably a more effective way is that this data has been purchased and you're just going to have a higher quality lead. It isn't free though, so that's the only downside, right? So you can actually get this data this way, and you can see it's fetching and compiling a list here. Alrighty, and once it's done, you'll have something like this with phone numbers, email, even social media of plenty of potential lead buyers all in the location that you need. You can even print, export, CSV file this out and get to work, start cold calling them. But there is an easier way. What if I told you that without having to buy this software, you could just use a free tool that's Chrome-based. It's an extension, and what you can do is go search those terms and actually pull and extract, scrape the data from the website that you're on, namely Google. Well, that's exactly what GMB Crush is. So I'm going to log into GMB Crush. It is totally free, and I'm going to show you how I extract those leads in a couple seconds. All right, you can go to the Google Chrome store and download GMB Crush, register, and get logged in. All right, so this is what it looks like here. The first thing you're going to do is uncheck this box. And the second thing is put in the location where you want to search from. In my case, it's going to be Mesa, Arizona. And what this is going to do, once you hit get coordinates, you're going to see this triangle appear. You'll select it and then you'll click on the city. And then you'll go ahead and hit, you'll notice the coordinates is updated, and then you're going to hit search now. Once you've selected search, now you're going to notice you're on the map, and you're just going to put window tinting or whatever your niche is. And there we go. Now, a quick tip here, if you want to be sure you're in this area, go to Google and actually do a search. Just check at the bottom and make sure that you're in the right location. So I brought up another tab. I'll enter in window tinting, right? Window tinting, Mesa, Arizona. Scroll all the way to the bottom. And you can see that our location has been updated. Back over to GMB Crush, and guess what? You've got yourself plenty of potential leads to call. All you need to do is hit grab top 20, and it says, we are crushing, please wait. What will happen is it'll take all that data and it'll enter it in for you into an Excel spreadsheet. Now, I won't bore you with waiting for the data to get exported. I've already have a list here from another niche, which is massage in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And this is what the sheet looks like. You'll have typically a link to the Google map, the name, the address, the phone number, and even some data about how many stars they might have, their rankings, Google reviews, things like this. And then all you got to do is hit the phones and start calling them and offering your services. So again, head on over to the Chrome extension website. The URL will be down below, and place in GMB Crush and download the tool. It is free for the time we're making this video. Who knows, they'll probably release a paid version in the near future. All right, so calls are starting to come in. You're talking to lead buyers, right? Now you need to tell them all about your service and negotiate that service, right? So you're going to make a deal with them. You're going to let them know, hey, I've got a website. It's ranked high on the search engines. I've got leads coming in for concrete. I've got leads coming in for electrician in Mesa, Arizona, what have you. And you're going to make a deal with them. And you're going to tell them, hey, I'm going to give you some leads for free for the time being. And at some point, I'll follow back up with you and we'll figure out what these are worth, these calls are worth, and we'll make an agreement to say $300 a week or $1,000 a month flat fee. And that is the process of how you can rank websites and rent them month to month for cash flow. Then it's just a matter of how much you want to scale it. You can take that website, duplicate it, which by the way, I have a website that's already built out, and you can duplicate it over and over and over for any niche in any city, and you can just continue to pile and compile your cash flow over and over and over. It's far superior to any other model that's out there, even real estate, conventional real estate. You know, this is not Shopify, this is not Amazon FBA, this has nothing to do with affiliate marketing. You're helping out real business owners here. And so it's absolutely amazing. If you want to get into this business, just check out, again, the blog. It is digitallandlordlifestyle.com. And let me give you a couple of nuggets here. Just because you find somebody who says yes doesn't necessarily mean that the deal is going to go well. So there are some things I'm going to tell you about the potential lead buyer. You don't want anybody who's brand new into their business or industry, right? You don't want somebody who just is a concrete contractor on the weekends, someone who works a full-time job and then is just starting to get into their industry or business. No, you want an established business, somebody who has cash flow coming in every month. You want them to be licensed, not this kind of license, but some type of license that the state requires. So they might have a contractor's license, or they might have some type of certification that says they can do a massage or what have you. And then finally, you don't want somebody who's broke. You know, you don't want somebody who can't afford your services. Now that seems like common sense, but when you're talking to somebody, you might end up getting so excited that you just have somebody interested in what you're offering, and you find out later that it wasn't the best choice. So congratulations, you found yourself a lead buyer for your website. Now it's just a matter of getting to work. Again, visit the blog. This is what I teach, guys. Thanks again for watching this video. Sign up. It is free for the time being. We're making this video here. We've got a free mini course, contracts, things like this, all in the group, and we've got people in there talking about their website, how far they've come, and all sorts of great stuff. So thanks again for joining us on this video, and we'll see you on the next one.